How's it going, guys? We are back with another Skyrim Scale Series episode, and today is going to be Archery. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is come over to the Guardian Stones and click the Thief Stone so that our Archery can progress 20% faster. And I just want to say that I will be including all of the stuff from the Anniversary Edition, so we got a lot to go through. First, I'm just going to start off by showing the basic bows. We're going to start off with the Hunting Bow. I left out the Longbow and the Falmer Bow because no one cares. Sue me. And then we have the Imperial Bow. And then up here, once you get the Dwarven Smithing perk, this is the Dwarven Bow. And then on the flip side, once you have the Elven Smithing perk, this is the Elven Bow. And then moving up from Dwarven to Orcish, the Orcish Bow. And then on the flip side up here on the left, once you get the Advanced Armors perk, that added the Nordic set, and this is the Nordic Bow. And then up from that is the Glassmithing, and this is the Glass Bow. And then on the far side we have Ebony Smithing. This is the Ebony Bow. And also on par with Ebony is the Stalhrim Bow from the island of Solstheim. And then past Ebony we have the Daedric Smithing perk. This is the Daedric Bow. And last but certainly not least, we have the Dragonbone Bow in the Dragon Armor category of smithing. This is the best bow that you can smith for now. And yeah, so those are all the basic bows, guys. For this next one, you just have to start the Dawngaurd DLC and just head on to Fort Dawngaurd, and you just have to come and talk to Isran. Absolutely beautiful castle. Make your way in. And after you finish talking with him, he will give you a steel crossbow. So crossbows actually do more damage than their bow counterparts, so they do take more time to draw though. That's the downside to crossbows. Takes longer to reload them, but they do slightly more damage. So yeah, moving on from this, if you progress in the Dawngaurd side of the DLC, then you will later down the line unlock the Dwarven Crossbow, and then also the Enhanced Steel and Enhanced Dwarven Crossbow, which ignores 50% of armor. So totally awesome weapons. And then you can get all of these different kinds of bolts also. Fire, shock, explosive, all to go along with your crossbow. The Enhanced Dwarven Crossbow was the best crossbow you could get back in the day. Now moving forwards, we're coming over here to Fort Amol. And this is to get Bound Bow so that we can boost our archery. So make your way in. Ha ha ha. Gotcha. Look at that angle. And come on in here, a couple guys, and just over here by this shelf, hidden in this bucket under a lantern, is the Spellbound Bow. Pick that guy up, go to your books, read it, and then you will unlock Bound Bow. You will need 183 magic to cast it, but anyways, come over to High Hrothgar once you have this. And then once you are here, we are going to be getting to work. Show us the power of your voice. How about I show you the power of my Bound Bow? And once you are here, just crouch in the shadows and mercilessly and repeatedly strike the old men. And you have unlimited arrows when you cast this thing, so it really does go very, very quickly. And you know, just have fun with it. I mean, what is funner than shooting old praying men in a old temple on our quest for power? Once you get your archery to 45, I will show you the Adept trainer. You want to come to Riverwood, and I'm sure most of you probably already know this. We're getting our boy Fiendal. And yeah, so you're just going to come and find this guy. He'll ask you to do him a little favor, which I'm not going to go over. But anyways, help him out. And then you can get him as a follower, and you can get him to train you, and then you can ask him to trade and get all your money back. as Bethesda intended. Thanks, Fiandal. Okay, now we got to 50. We're just going to be throwing some perks in here. Overdraw to make our bows do more damage. And then critical shots so that we have more criticals. And then we're just going to throw one over here. Hunter's Discipline so that we can recover twice as many arrows. And then just down here, pressing block while aiming a bow will zoom in your view. So now you can see your targets just a little bit easier. And then can't forget about steady hand, which zooming in your bow will slow time. So now we can zoom in and slow time while we shoot Fiandal in the head. Oh, what fun. Thanks, buddy, for helping me out so much. And then power shot. Arrows stagger, but not all enemies are staggered. Not the big ones. And then just get back to the little, you know, old man attack ritual until you get your archery to 70. And once it's at 70, I will show you the expert trainer. You're going to want to come over to Whiterun, and she is a member of the companions. My homegirl, Ayla the Huntress. My ex-wife, I should say. And you can get her to train you. And then you can get her as a follower and get that money back. Yay. So there's really no reason not to do that. I need to take that money back. That will set you back about 11,000. And then you guessed it, back to the most fun Skyrim has to offer. Shooting old man with bows, just kidding. Get it to 85, and then we're going to be throwing some more perks in here. The last of Overdraw, and then the second steady hand perk to slow time by 50%. That's my favorite perk in this whole tree. More critical shots, and then coming up here we have Ranger, able to move faster with bows drawn. And then just over here we have Quick Shot, can draw your bow 30% faster. And that is it for now. So now we're coming over here to Riften. Now to get this trainer to train you, this is the master trainer that can train you up to level 90. You have to be done the quest taking care of business in the Thieves Guild and be a member of it. And then this guy will be able to train you. If you want to spend the money, that is, guys, you can do it for free and just shoot the Greybeards, because this will set you back 22,000 gold. And I promise this is the last time. Go back, shoot them up one final time till you get it to 95, and now we're going to be getting the skill books. First, you're going to want to come over here to Hunter's Rest. Come over here, make your way in this little cabin, and just on the floor between these two sleeping bags, boom, first out of 5. And now we are headed over here to Whiterun. And just inside this bar, right at the very beginning of the town, come behind here, and boom, 2 out of 5. And then moving on, we're coming over here to Solitude. Remember this location, guys, because this guy is a skill teacher, as well as he's the only single unique archery trader in the game. So come over here, grab that book, and now we're coming over here to Mixwater Mill, just kind of near Windhelm. And just make your way inside here. Turn to your immediate right. Grab that one. And for the 5th and final book, we're coming over here to Froki's Shack. You could call this the F Shack. And just come inside. And right here, boom, archery to 100. Now I'm just going to throw the last of the perks in here. The last in the critical shot. And then the one at the very end, which is Bullseye, which has a 15% chance to paralyze. This is an awesome effect, guys. Unlike the paralyzing effect in 1- and 2-handed. This is actually a very useful one. You don't have to move backwards to do it. And yeah, just totally adds a new element of fun to archery. Okay, now we're coming over here to Arkngthamz. This is for the first unique bow on our list. This is the bow named Zephyr. And just towards the end, before you get to the final puzzle, there's going to be this tree hanging over the huge cavern, and right on the end is where Zephyr sits. It's just a standard Dwarven bow, but you can fire 30% faster than a standard bow. And now for this next one, guys, you have to be done the quest blindsided, or on the quest blindsided, sorry, for the Thieves Guild. This is near the very end of the Thieves Guild. After you kill Mercer Frey, you can talk to Carlia, and she will give you the Nightingale Bow. This was one of the best bows in the game before all the DLCs and Creation Club stuff. Anyways. So the Nightingale Bow. Unique bow which can freeze targets and shock targets. So, definitely a good one that had to be mentioned. Definitely one of the better looking bows in Skyrim for sure. Looks totally beautiful. Now for this next one, guys, you have to be on the quest Touching the Sky. This is towards the end of the Dawngaurd DLC. It is inside the Forgotten Vale, and yeah, you get this near the end, at the end I guess I should say, and it is the most beautiful bow in the game by far. But what really makes this bow stand out is its two unique effects when you get the Sun Hallowed arrows and the Blood arrows. And to get these arrows you need to bring Elven arrows to this guy for the Sun ones, and to Serana for the Blood ones.
Sure. Let's just get this over with.
And the bow does have an effect on it which makes it deal 20 points of sun damage. Undead targets take triple that damage. But the real unique thing comes with the arrows that we made. I'll show you that in a sec. This is just the bow. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so once you have the sun arrows, if you look up at the sky and shoot it at the sun in the daytime, it will unleash, I guess you could call it a solar storm. It does not discriminate. It will attack friends and foes alike, so just keep that in mind. But definitely an awesome, cool ability. And then on the flip side, if you have the blood arrows and you shoot those at the sun, it will make the skies go dark. And if you're a vampire, there are no negative effects during the day. The downside to doing this is vampires will invade all cities and kill shop vendors, so don't forget that. Okay, now moving on to our next unique bow, we're going to need a couple puzzle pieces. So we're coming just near Tel Mithryn. There is this trader right here near his tent at his little camp. Ask him to trade and he will sell you one of these resonance gems. We need 4 in total. So you're going to get 1 from him. And then come over here to this ruin, also on the island of Solstheim. And then when you come inside here and make your way all the way through the ruin, I'm not going to hold your hand through all the puzzles, but at the very end, there is a gem on this table. Don't forget the Vestige of Mizund, a unique Dwarven helmet with a unique Steam Breath ability. Grab those 2 things. We got 2 out of 4. We can find the last 2 at this actual ruin with the bow. And so come here, make your way down. La la la. And the bandit leader will have 2 more gems. Look at that, you can use Vestige of Mizund in slow motion while you aim with your bow. Who would have thought? Okay, grab those gems and I'll quickly just show you the little puzzle to get to the bow. And after you do that, guys, then you can walk on back to get the Dwarven Black Bow of Fate. This was the best bow in the game, in the standard game after the DLCs were out, once everything was said and done. 50% chance to absorb each attribute of magic, stamina, and health, and possibly all 3 at once. So that's why this is the standard best bow of the good old days. Absolutely beautiful. It does look like a black Dwarven bow. It's got a little bit of extra stuff. Moving on to elite crossbows. Okay, so this is a new thing Bethesda added, and to get the Elven Crossbow and the Ebony Crossbow, you need to do the quest Night Hunter. Come over here just near Solitude, There's a little bit of a back and forth quest. I'm not going to hold your hand through that. Long story short, you find a key to this thing right here. Make your way down inside, and these two crossbows will be on this table. Don't forget the bolts all around them. And yeah, these are totally awesome. They are better than the Dwarven standard crossbow from the Dawngaurd DLC. This is the Elven one. And this is the Ebony one. So, totally beautiful. Alright, now moving on to expanded crossbow pack. These are crossbows that you can buy in Skyrim and find. And also unique archer pack, the arcane archer pack. These all can be bought from the guy in Solitude that I had mentioned earlier. The unique, well, not unique, but the archery trader. This guy will sell the crossbows, and yeah, so you can buy all these from him. Standard crossbows. And also bolts and unique arrows. Ice arrows, yeah. So this is the Imperial Crossbow. This is the Silver Crossbow. This is the Orcish Crossbow. This is the Nordic Crossbow. This is the Glass Crossbow. This is the Daedric Crossbow, and the best of them all, the Dradonbone Crossbow. Okay guys, now we're going to be talking about Ruin's Edge. This was a bow from back in the day on the Shivering Isles in Oblivion. The way to get Ruin's Edge is you need to be on the quest, the Edge of Ruin. And we're headed over here to Stony Creek Cave. So make your way over, and then once you come inside, slaughter them all. Ha ha ha. With the might of our new crossbows. Look at this. This guy is difficult. He is annoying, so try and sneak up on him, because he will paralyze you again and again. Check this out. I can't believe I captured this. Look, we shot at the same time and paralyzed each other at the same time, and it broke the Dragonborn free from the controls of the puppet master. I'm free, haha. I see you, who's been controlling me this whole time. So yeah, that broke my game. Paralyzing each other in a kill cam. But anyways, guys, this is definitely an amazing bow. A chance to randomly do Frost, Demoralize, Frenzy, Drain Magic, and Paralyze. So this bow is really almost second to none, but looks beautiful, has an eye that looks around, and if you're an archer and you're playing the anniversary edition, you're going to want to grab this. I believe that that bow is only second to this bow. This is the Bow of Shadows, and this is a brand new bow, and it is completely overpowered and somewhat cheap. To grab this bow, you're just going to want to come over to Dragon's Reach, come inside, and then talk to the Jarl's Steward. And say, is there anything you need from me? He's going to give you a note, and there's going to be a whole bunch of back and forth inside Whiterun. I'm not going to hold your hand and go through absolutely everything. Long story short, there is somebody who is trying to kill the Jarl, and yeah, you're going to grab the quest in the shadows, and you're going to come to the conclusion that there's this assassin lurking in the top of Whiterun. And then once you take this guy out, you get what I would consider to be the best bow in the game, the Bow of Shadows. Weapon draws 20% faster, and also you are invisible when you draw it. So, a free invisibility spell, guys. It doesn't really get much better than that. So, yeah. Absolutely good looking bow. I wouldn't say it's the best looking bow in Skyrim, but it is cool. Now we're going to be going over enhancing all the goodies that we have gathered this far. Okay guys, now when it comes to the crossbows, you can make an enhanced crossbow. You just need a base crossbow, and then you go into the category of the crossbow you have. You need the full crossbow, and then in this case 1 ebony ingot, and then that will give it the 50% armor penetration. Now to make everything do more damage, on gauntlets, a chest piece, a necklace, and a ring, weapons and armor can be improved 25% more. And on top of that, you can have a smithing potion. So if you wear that outfit, drink this potion, and then go to the grindstone, that is how we make all of these weapons do the most damage possible. Almost, not quite. There's one other way to enhance them, we'll get to that. But anyways, you want to just enhance the ones you love the most. Maybe not all of them like me, but I'm just doing it as an example. And then after that, we are going to be headed over to the enchanting table. And if I was going to make the best bow in the game, guys, it would be between the Daedric and Dradonbone, either the bows or the crossbows. And I do have the 2 enhanced ones that I made. I'm just going to throw the enchantment on the bow so you can see it, because you can't read the enchantments on enhanced crossbows for whatever reason. So I would do Chaos and I would do Fiery Souls. If you need the location of those 2 enchantments, you can see that in my enchanting video, but that gives it a chance for each element, Fire, Frost, and Shock, and does additional burning damage and Soul Trap. So I would personally throw it on an enhanced Dradonbone crossbow. I believe that's the best crossbow or bow you could make, and yeah, I would call that one my baby. And then to push it further, a suit on a chest piece, I just did some stamina stuff. Boots, I did some stamina stuff. This is for an archer build. On the gauntlets, bows do 40% more damage. On the helmet, bows do 40% more damage. And then on a necklace and a ring, at least bows do 40% more damage. And then once you are wearing that suit and you look at your weapons, they do even more damage. The Bow of Shadows, 240. Daedric Bow, you know, just standard 320. Dradonbone standard 330 with those enchantments. The Dwarven Bow of Fate, and then my enhanced Daedric Crossbow, the Dradonbone 410 plus armor penetration, all those enchantments. Also the Nightingale Bow, Ruin's Edge. So yeah, guys, that really is what I would call a complete archery video in Skyrim. I hope you guys liked it. I got lots coming. If you like the content, please consider donating on Patreon. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.